Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh hi, I'm Ella. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for sticking with me. So today we're going to be doing something different. We're just going to be talking all along. You guys, I remember when I went for this audition, yeah. So normally I was thinking when I go for the audition, I'll just be handed I'll just be given scripts and then I'll do whatsoever. So I went there and then I was asked, tell me about yourself. I'm like, is this an essay competition or what? Because I don't understand. Why tell me to tell you about myself? So at that point, guys, I didn't know what to say. I was hooked up to here. I didn't know what to respond. So I was like, my name is. I said total arrant nonsense. I can remember vividly. So I'm here to correct that, guys. So before we go into the video proper, I want to speak a little to the upcoming actors and actresses, screenplay artists. If you really want to go into acting professionally, you want to take it up as a career, you need to watch this video from the beginning to the end because it's going to be helpful to you and your profession. I made a very huge mistake because of this, and I deem it fit to correct everybody I know and I can reach out to. So let's get back into the video. If I were you, I'm going to have a book and a pen right beside me because you're about to learn a lot, and just for reminder's sake. So let's get into the video. Most times you go for an audition and then you're being asked, tell me about yourself. That question is very tactical. That's what you don't know. When your casting director asks you to tell him or her about yourself, in everybody's mind, the first thing you do is to say your name and your state, where you're from, where you live. Is that really what they want? As an actor, you have to think outside the box. So I'm going to be giving you 6 different things they expect from you when you are being asked to tell about yourself. Most people go ahead to even say their favorite color and their favorite food, which is not really necessary in an audition round.
Think about it.
So I'm going to be telling you guys 6 things you should know when you're being asked this question that should be present in your answers. So when you're being asked this question, tell me about yourself, the first thing you're supposed to know as a good actor is to strike a conversation. Hey, the judges do not want to hear my name is this, my hobbies are this. No. They want to see how interactive you are in a conversation. They want you to bring something up. They want you to, engage in one talk or the other. The number 2 thing they want to find out when they ask this question is your boldness. You have to be very confident. You have to be very bold. If you're saying this, you have to say it confidently so they don't see any atom of fear or any shaky vibe you get. So you have to tell them, all right, so I came to this audition. You have to be very bold and let them see how fierce you are in responding. I'm not saying you should be wild. I'm just saying you should be very bold in speaking to them. They want to see your courage, your boldness. Before I go into number 3, you have to know that actors are storytellers. So the number 3 thing you need to do when you're being asked this question is to give a suitable story. They want to see how you can easily pass a message across to them by telling this very small story about yourself. So they ask you, tell me about yourself, and then you say, okay, I went to this school, It's not interesting. You have to make every point count. You have to make your story interesting. They are your audience at this point, so you have to be very interactive and also make them at your story. The fourth thing you should do when you're being asked this question is to tell a great and a very interesting story. Your story should be very catchy. You can't come to an audition ground where there are thousands of people or hundreds of people waiting for to be auditioned, and then you come and say boring things. They'll just say next. That's what they'll tell you. So you have to tell a very interesting story that it's very catchy. The fifth thing you need to know here is avoid talking about acting. Okay, tell me about yourself. They know that you are here for an audition that has to do with acting, so there's no point saying I love acting, because I feel like that's like telling them something they are yet to discover. If you really love acting, they are going to see it in the way you tell them about yourself. So there's no point saying I love acting. You could also say, oh, you're engaged in church dramas while you were really little. So by that alone, they should know that you love acting. But you can't just go there and say I love acting. Of course they know you do. And note, guys, you wouldn't want to bore out your casting directors by telling them stories that are irrelevant. And then the last point you should note is make your story short. In as much as you want to say a very nice, funny, great story, you need to make your story short, because of course you're not the only one that is going to be auditioned. There are so many other people to be auditioned, and even if you're the last person, they must have been exhausted or something. So you have to make your story very short, impressive, beautiful story. You don't necessarily have to talk about yourself. So just tell them a story, put them up in a conversation if possible, and then that is how to go about the question, tell me about yourself. I hope you love this video. If you've learned a lot from this, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. There are so many goodies to come. There are so many acting techniques I would like to share with you guys in the forthcoming videos. Thank you very much for subscribing. Once again, it's your girl Ella. Do have a splendid time. Till my next video. Bye.